7 for 22 in his first game. Nice pass.
Okay, Belga. He took too long. But I think Rudy Hatfield was called for a foul.
Rudy Hatfield showing that a few years off have not taken any use out of his legs. Getting up and blocking this shot right here. Belga goes up. Hatfield showing some elevation, but kind of hip checks and throws his hips into Belga's body, and that's where the foul was called. You know, one of the things you got to love about Rudy Hatfield, you're never going to doubt his intensity.
I think that'll never grow old, I guess.
I remember watching when he won his last championship here with Ginebra. His interview after that championship was one of the funniest things I've ever seen in sport.
Well, Belga seems like he's ready for school. He already has his school day haircut already. 15-13 is our count. Ginebra still slightly up with 5:20 to go in the opening period. Menk hoping to drop it to the import inside, unable to do so. Takiwa. Shot clock is still ticking. It didn't hit anything. Keep that in mind. Hatfield's attempt kisses the iron.
Yeah, that was one of those last-second shots. Rudy had to get that one up. Solid defense on the part of Air21 in that possession.
When the fifth thought about it, Belga starts his grind, has to hand off. Rich Alvarez dish off to Larry. And that's a foul against Alvarez.
That's going to be Alvarez's second. And he's the guy tasked to match up with the import here, so
let's send it to Chess.
Jing Kings, well, it's about stopping the transition game and the import of Air21 Express. And he is certain of those two things. Aside from that, it's about finding the rotation of players. The main thing is maximizing the players that they have, and of course, finding chemistry. Some players will have to sacrifice playing time, and hopefully Coach Strong will find that solution and that rotation. Alex and Seb?
Good point, Cheska. In the meantime, we see the Ocampo getting some playing time here today and loses control of the basketball.
Well, that's really how it is, as Cheska was talking about. People have to just sacrifice playing time and understand it's a team sport. It's about winning the games. It's not about, oh, I got 40 minutes and you got 20. It's about which team is going to score more points at the end of the game.
Ronjay lets it fly and connects nicely from three-point distance.
I remember watching this kid when he was young. He's not a kid anymore, but when he was a kid, he was really athletic, and his ability to shoot the three-point shot combined with his athleticism has made him just one of the better two guards here in the PBA.
Alvarez is Ambrose, and there's a rejection. It's an offensive foul working against the import of Ginebra.
A good help defense right there on the drive. You always love to see that as a coach. The weak side being willing to sacrifice their body and draw that charge.
So Ginebra still, they lost the lead, 16-15 now. And a chance for Air21 to stretch it here. They do.
Big bucket right there. You saw the hard slide off of the ball screen set by Reggie Larry that drew the defense in and left Bo Belga wide open from three.
Will this be the day when Air21 snaps its 5-game losing skid? Too early to tell. Still the first quarter. (19-15) is our current count after an early lead. Barangay Ginebra has been forced to use 2 timeouts here, and Air21 zipping at an 11-0 blitz here.
Yeah, playing great basketball. So again, pick and roll. The guy who set the screen dove, Reggie Larry. Bo Belga pops out, and Coach Yang gives his big men the permission if they're wide open to shoot the three.
You know, from the perspective of Air21, this is a team they can beat. It's not a team, Ginebra, that has such huge size. They can match up at least to about 3 or 4 men.
Yeah, well, honestly, I don't think that there's a team in the PBA that you can, no matter who you are, that you think you can just show up and beat. This Air21 team's got some talent, and Coach Yang is a very winning coach here in the PBA.
And Alaska learned that lesson the other day when they lost to Barako as Miller gets his first appearance on the floor, rifles in a 3.
Well, nice play by J.J. Hildebrand to get him a wide open look. And gosh, Mark Agiwa was playing well. Who checked in for him? But two-time MVP Willie Miller.
Lead of Air 21 cut down to 1. Here's Alvarez trying to fight that double team. Buenafe launches and he's red hot. Yes, 8.
Both possessions, Seb, you see the value of deep penetration to the middle. You get the deep penetration to the middle, suck the defense in, get a shooter a wide open 3.
In terms of shooting threes, Air 21 definitely one of the best in the tournament.
Yeah, number 1 actually at 36%. Great hands right there on the part of Bo Belga knocking that ball away.
Of course, they're hoping that that particular statistic will hold forward all the way to the 4th quarter. That game against Talking Tex, they could not hit anything from the outside in the second half.
Big bucket right there by Air 21. And interestingly enough, I think that was Rich Alvarez who actually hit the ball out of the basket. Which, yeah, it's an offensive goaltending. It was a questionable. I'm not sure why Rich tried to hit the ball. The ball was going in the basket, and he hit it out. So, 2 points by Larry on a nice move taken away by that play.
Yang Yelp calmly asking for clarification. Wilson, by the way, has been inserted into the Ginebra lineup.
Good help by Larry.
Yes, good penetration, and Hildebrand his version of going in deep.
Well, just really nice help defense on the part of Larry, but JJ countered that with, again, that little one-leg step-back fadeaway in medium range, and you see the ability of JJ Hildebrand to shoot the ball and how important that is to his team.
I love the 2-minute mark of any quarter. Why? It's that cue of the coaches to send somebody in.
Is that what it is?
Notice that every game. 2-minute mark. Somebody is bound to come in. Hildebrand, great pick. Got it to circle in.
Nice pass. Miller to Hildebrand on transition. All of a sudden we got a tie ball game again. Looked like Air 21 was going to open up a little lead. Ginebra coming right back.
JJ with 6 points. Yancey picks up the loose change. Here comes Miller. Spotting Wilson underneath, who goes up. Clip. They'll visit the free throw line.
Oh, that was just a little bit of a breakdown on transition defense right there by the part of Air 21. The ball wasn't even sprinted up court, but somehow Willie Wilson was still able to get the pass inside and get a shot at a layup.
We've got a quartet of changes. We'll tell you about the lineups on the floor just after this break.
Doesn't get any better than this. What a play!
The Alaska Aces go up against the Coca-Cola Tigers in the first game here at the Araneta Coliseum on Friday. And Santa Lucia goes up against the Beermen, who seem to be unstoppable at this point. Here's that point of contention earlier.
Nice shot in the post by Larry. Now here's what I didn't understand. The shot's going in, and I guess Rich was going for the rebound, but he just grabbed the net, and it knocked the ball out, and that's the right call by the referees. That's offensive goaltending. We can't do that. The 2 points taken away from Reggie Larry there.
Pace of the game, who does it favor right now, Alex? Parang even, ano, kung boxing, ano?
Yeah, both of these teams can get up and down, and both have systems where they can score in the half court. I think the question more for Air 21 has been getting stops. So they're giving up the most amount of points per game. So they need to do a better job of getting stops on the defensive end. And they like to run. If they do that, they're going to get some more looks in transition as well.
Larry to Buenafe. Lets it fly. Why not? I'm hot.
Just a talented player. That's a nice shot off the ball screen. And anytime Ronjay Buenafe is coming off that ball screen, you're going to want your big man or somebody to get a hand up and contest that shot. He's capable of exploding.
That's an offensive foul against Miller. Buenafe on the other side, already almost par for the course, 11 points. His average is 11.9.
Oh, great job defensively. Strokes a three off of a ball screen from deep and comes right down on Willie Miller and draws a charge. Two great back-to-back plays by Ronjay Buenafe.
I think he's due for a big game. In his last 2 outings, he's scored only 5 points a game. And good eye contact that time between Williams as well as Larry.
Well, Willie Wilson was trying to deny Reggie Larry the ball, which is a good idea unless there's nobody behind him so he can catch the backdoor lob.
Air 21